Being cool does not get the bills paid. If I go on Hinge and I get the pregnant, who the fuck is gonna help me? No matter big booty female is shaking ass right next to me, I have to keep still. Because that is the fucking devil. Yeah, I just went through a fight of my fucking lifetime. I would much rather be the truth than a fraud. Because most men are just broke trying to keep up the appearance. It's either I get under this bar and I can lift it or I can't. What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy WVYDDREW and we're back with another video. But before I get into the topic, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and check out the link in my bio for a one-on-one consultations where we talk all things fitness, or we talk all things dating, and we just talk about all things development in general. So click the link in my bio, get set up for a consultation call, and we could even see if you qualify for this program. This program will change your life. This program is worth every second that you're going to be spending grinding and getting back and finding your purpose. But without further ado, I do not have my mic set up yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to pretend this is set up. I'm going to be talking into the mic like this. We're going to use our imagination today, and we're just going to act like I got this shit set up and the proper equipment and not just the microphone. Because obviously I knew better than to just get the microphone, right? Right. Alright, so for today's topic, we're going to be talking about ignoring the noise and stacking your money, stacking your wins, stacking your days, stacking momentum, right? So that's what we're going to get into today. To an extent, like what does that even mean, to ignore the noise? That means to block out all the distractions, all the interventions from the outside world, anything that is not internal, anything that is not pushing you into your direction, anything that doesn't have to do with pushing you to become the best version of you. That is just noise. That is just outside things. And what's crazy is that it doesn't even really have to necessarily always be outside things. I say that some of the biggest distractions, some of the biggest noise comes from your own mental thoughts. The self-doubts. You know, the moments where you're hearing the voices in your head and they're telling you to stop. They're telling you not to finish your reps on the squat rack. They're telling you not to pursue this job, telling you not to pursue this career. They're telling you to live up to what your parents had planned for you. They're telling you to just stop chasing your goals and to just go be an average person, an average Joe. Right? And everybody goes through things like this. Even me, including me. You know, even me, I still have doubts with this YouTube grind, with this YouTube journey. A part of me, you know, is just sitting there thinking, like, is anybody listening? You know, is the game that I'm even speaking? I know it's good. I know it's accurate. But will the right people hear me out? Will the right people find my channel? Is it worth spending hours scripting, spending hours recording, spending hours editing, posting every day, doing 4 reels every single day, doing an Instagram reel every single day, 12 stories every day? Is it even worth the grind? Is it even worth the work? Because there is no guarantee that I will even become successful off of this. There is no guarantee that I will even reach and have the right audience for this. There is no guarantee of anything of this. You never know if you're going to make it. The odds are that you don't make it. So of course I sit up here and I doubt myself, and yes, I may be only 10, 12 videos in at this point, right? And it's not that much, but at the same time, I'm the type of person who's going to sit up here, and when I post one video, I expect it to blow up. This is how I think. This is just my mindset. Like, yes, obviously I understand time and dedication is the most important part, but at the same time, it's like nothing I'm saying shouldn't be successful. Nothing that I'm saying shouldn't make a video viral. Every video that I've ever made, in my opinion, I think should go viral from all YouTube accounts. So when I sit here and I see, you know, only 2 views or only 2 likes, it's like, what even is the point? Should I just stop now? I just put all of my thoughts and my feelings and my emotions into a video. I just put my whole life circumstance into a video, right? You know, personal circumstances, personal things that I went throughout my life, things that other people would bury, things that other people would be too ashamed to talk about, things that other people wouldn't even think about posting or being so vulnerable online. I just posted that for 2 fucking likes. For 2 likes. When you put something so hard hitting into a video, when you put something so personal, something that makes or breaks a human being, and a lot of human beings would have folded in those type of scenarios, right? And it only gets 2 likes. No comments, no type of reaction at all. You know, if anything, you're getting more criticism from the outside people that you spoke about in that video. You're getting more hate than any type of positivity, any type of support. More, what are you doing? It's more, what is going on? And you're just sitting there, you're thinking, you're right. Maybe I should just hang it up. You know, time is only ticking. The windows of opportunities are only getting smaller. So maybe I should just stop. But then again, I feel like it's also like that meme. I don't know if you guys ever heard Speed talk, but or the audio of Speed talking, right? And he's pretty much saying there like, "Oh, I had that one supporter who just kept pushing me, who just kept liking all my shit, who just kept sending me DM messages." Basically, he had one supporter, and that supporter was the only thing that I was keeping. And that supporter was the only thing that I was keeping him going for a long time. And I can absolutely relate because I can say I only have one or two, you know, supporters who likes all of my stories, who swipes up on all of my stories, comments on all of my reels, you know, always hits me up and says that he appreciates what I'm doing. And I kid you not, if it wasn't for that guy or those two viewers, then, or even the 2 likes that I have on that YouTube video right now, if it wasn't for those type of things, I really don't know if I would find the motivation to keep going. I don't know what I would be doing. So thank you to you guys, because I don't think you guys understand as a creator how important it is to have just little moments of fresh air like that. But nonetheless, even though I'm saying all of this, it doesn't matter because I'm going to ignore the noise. And some of the biggest noises that you face, like I said, are going to be your self-doubts. These are just my self-doubts. These are the things that just distract you. These are the things that are going to try and throw you off your pivot, gonna try and make you go do a reprogramming and go try and do something else. And these are going to be the things that are going to keep you in a cycle forever of never committing to anything, of never dedicating yourself to anything, to never getting in the gym and never seeing anything through, never seeing that relationship through, never seeing that friendship through, never seeing that business through. So this is one of the number one components. Your self-doubts are some of the loudest noises that you will ever face. But I'm telling you right now, the most important thing is to see it through. Because even though I have all these self-doubts that even as I'm speaking about them right now, they still hit, right? But it doesn't matter. Because nonetheless, I'm going to keep going. Nonetheless, I'm going to see this through. Nonetheless, I'm going to finish through the finish line just to see. Just to see what happens. Just to leave no stone unturned. But besides that fact, anyways, I really do enjoy making videos now. I'm getting pretty good at it. I'm getting pretty used to it. Just spitting game, talking to a camera, like, it's starting to feel normal. I feel like I'm just talking to you guys. I feel like I'm just having a conversation. And it's actually starting to feel good. I'm genuinely starting to enjoy the process. And I'm starting to understand what people say when, you know, it's not always about being extravagantly famous or having all this money. Sometimes it really is about the process, and I really am starting to enjoy the process. As weird as that sounds, as bad as the times are, I'm still finding the joy in the struggle. So that's really important. And I was at the gym, right? I was working out, and I guess he's one of the trainers at the gym. To me, it was just another friend. You know, I'm just friends with everybody. I'm cool with everybody. I go in there, I do my work, and then I leave. And as we're sitting there, you know, I forgot that he followed my Instagram, so I forgot that he was even able to keep up with what I was doing, be able to keep up with the content. And he walks up to me and he asked me a question. He's like, "How you been, bro?" I'm like, he never really comes up to me. I'm normally the guy who's just throwing weight and yelling, so I'm very respectful to everybody. I say hi before I work out. But for once, he came up to me and he was just asking me, he was like, "What's up, bro? Yeah, you're looking bigger, this and that." And then he kind of sparked up the question saying, like, "What are you doing? Like, what's going on? I'm interested in what you're doing, bro. Like, I'm genuinely curious as to what's going on." So then I explained how, you know, I just started this business, I just started this YouTube channel, and I'm just expressing myself outward. You know, I'm starting to vlog, and I'm starting to show the journey and post it online, and, you know, showing people that you can really start from the bottom and make your way up to the top. And then I find it important to be vulnerable because, you know, you're really showing our people that you are a regular person. You are on the same level as everybody else, and but you have the mindset, you have the guidance, you have the power and the strength to get yourself to that next level. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to yell out now and vlog out now and document it out now to try and get as many people to join you in this journey as possible, to try and get as many people to hop in your car, hop in your vehicle, and just trust that you know the way, right? And when I finished that, he looked back at me and he said, "You know, I find that very difficult to do. I find being vulnerable and, you know, just posting about what's going on you know, very, very difficult to do. A lot of his clients he just gets from word of mouth, and he knows a lot of people in the city, and that's how he gets a lot of clients. But he would love to do the online thing, but he would love to take his business virtually. He would love to just put himself out there. But he also said that, and this is a grown-ass man, by the way, so I just want you guys to know that it doesn't matter how old or in what position you are, being a man and being vulnerable is very difficult to do. It's a very personal struggle that a lot of men go through. So he sat up there and he said that he would find it difficult for himself to really go out there and put the things he went through and put the struggles and the mental battles that he had to go through to get in the position that he's at now. And he said that he commended me for it, and that, you know, one day he might just, you know, step into that realm and level up to that as well. So that pretty much goes to say that all guys from all ages, all strengths, all, you know, another personal trainer, you know, even the strongest guys, the fittest guys that you see, you know, everybody is battling mental noise. Everybody is going through something mentally. Everybody is fighting demons mentally. Everybody is fighting their ego. Everybody wants to have a strong, bold, impenetrable, perfect ego. But when you release that, and you realize that your ego and your mind is one of your biggest enemies, that is when you truly allow yourself to excel. When you sit down and you realize that I am truly in this position right now, and I'm not proud of it, I'm not okay with it, but this is where I'm at. And just because you lower your social status doesn't mean that your ego lowers as well. You can still be confident in a hard time. Like I said in my last video, don't ever let a hard time humble you. Your ego can still be your best friend if you know how to use it. Yeah, I'm going through something. Yeah, I just went through a fight of my fucking lifetime, not even a year ago, not even a few months ago, you know, fighting mental battles, physical battles, spiritual battles, financial battles, going through everything at one time. Yes, I may have gone through all of that, but my ego still remains. Who I am and who I believe to be still remains. So you could be vulnerable. You could ignore the mental noise and the distractions that, oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can't do this. Because that is the fucking devil. Anything that is negative is not from God. It is not positive. This is the devil trying to persuade you from being on your purpose, because your purpose is from your calling from God. So don't let him get to you. Don't let him get in your ear and whisper, you can't do it, Drew. Stop making YouTube. Why do you think you can do this? You're getting too old. 24, 25. Time is ticking. All your dreams, everything that you always wanted to be, they're not going to happen. You can't put on any more weight. You already maxed out. You used to be skinny, and now you're okay. You might as well just stop. Or, you can't help this client lose weight. No, you can't help him lose weight. He's not mentally strong enough to do it. You're not mentally strong enough to post a video every day. You're not mentally strong enough to go, fuck that! The devil is smart. But the way I handle that motherfucker every single day, I'll never allow him to get to me. Truly. Mental noise is some of the biggest noises that you have to fight throughout your entire life. If anything, this is one of the hardest. We're going to talk about 3 noises today. If anything, this is one of the hardest noises to go up and fight against. But it's a winnable battle. It's a winnable battle because you have God on your side. It's a winnable battle because you're not here for no reason. It's a winnable battle because you're not watching this video for no apparent reason. You're here for a reason. Me and you are talking for a reason. I feel this way for a reason. I'm telling you, I wanted to be cool so bad. I wanted to be that cool, mysterious, gave off like trapper vibes on Instagram. Like I wanted to just be rich as fuck, posting the coolest pictures, posting the nicest cars, and nobody knew how the fuck I was doing it. Because I was probably doing illegal shit. I wanted to be that so bad. That cool, rich, mysterious, but also famous guy. I wanted to give off that persona so fucking bad, to the point to where I actually almost did it. And some would argue that I even did do it. But I soon realized that that was only causing more internal infliction. Being cool does not get the bills paid. Being cool holds you back. There's a lot of guys with less talent, less genetics, who understand this trait that being cool holds you back. There's always the gifted people, the tall people, the already naturally strong people, the already naturally attractive people who just put on this I'm so cool persona. And that's what holds you back. The moment that you just give that up and you realize that being you is cool, being who you are authentically is the coolest thing that you could do, and it's going to reach the most amount of people, then that's when you get put in a great position, a prosperous position. Who doesn't want to be a mysterious trapper with diamond chains on, looking fly with the shades, having bitches all around you, having nice cars all around you, tatted from head to toe, fucking nice dogs in the background, you feel me? You have the stupid little Labubu dolls all around you while you posted up, flex, buff as fuck. Who doesn't want that? And some people do it, some people pull it off, but I promise you everything is not what it seems on the surface. A lot of those guys who do that, they're nerds. A lot of those guys who do that, they really just do illegal shit. A lot of those guys who do that, they're all just a whole bunch of nerds who were just chasing money rather than developing the man inside and then letting the money and the women attract to you. I would much rather be the truth than a fraud. I would much rather keep my head down and keep stacking. Keep stacking these wins, stacking these days, so that my mental can no longer be affected by the devil, so that my mental can no longer be affected by outside noise. I must have a tunnel vision, and I have to only see the end of the road. If it's not the end of the road, I'm not looking left, I'm not looking right, I'm not looking behind me. I'm only looking forward. I see the light, and no matter who's calling out, no matter what distraction, no matter what big booty female is shaking ass right next to me, I have to keep still. I have to keep thugging. I have to keep pushing forward. I thought being who I really was corny. I thought showing my whole motivational side. I thought showing the whole other side of me. You know, me working out, my face turning red. You know, me spitting motivation, me spitting wisdom. You know, me giving game to other people, even though I wanted to keep the game for myself because I really understand how this shit works. I thought that shit was so fucking corny. But was I wrong? Because you have to start somewhere. You can't be a perfect human being and then go out and express yourself perfectly. There is no perfection. Only God is perfect. There is no perfection. Females are chasing this lifestyle, but they gotta give some ass up for it. Men are chasing this lifestyle, but they also have to give ass up for it in some type of way. Whether it's literally, or it's kissing up to your boss, or it's having a fake best friend, or now that this guy got money, this is my big bro, this my brother since the trenches. Like, that's how you guys really fucking think. Best thing to do is just to shut the noise and stack your fucking bread. Stack your fucking days. Nothing is what it seems. A lot of these influencers aren't even making that much money. Maybe the top 1%. But a lot of these guys, a lot of these dreamers, a lot of these guys who really do this every single day, they're not making a lot of money. They need brand deals and sponsorships. They need to sign their soul away for some money. When, again, they could have just worked on themselves completely. They could have been a leader. They could have been a teacher. They could have been a guy. They could have been anything else. You guys are looking at Aiden Ross and all these guys make a whole bunch of money. That's Aiden Ross. I don't think you guys understand the type of influence, the type of success that this man has reached, how he pioneered an app. These guys pioneered a new wave of influencers. Of course he's making a lot of money. But what I'm trying to say is that a lot of these influencers, right, they're here today and then they're gone tomorrow. Like, where is Backpack Kid? Where is Backpack Kid right now? I don't see him on any TV shows. I don't see him on doing anything else. Like, yeah, he might be well off, but with the type of stardom that he had, where is he now? Does anybody know? And I'm not sitting up here judging anybody. What I'm sitting up here and I'm really saying is that you don't have to be so cool. You don't have to chase after money, after a certain lifestyle. You don't really have to, quote unquote, sell your soul for the things that you want. You could just be genuine. Because we need that in the world more. We need more genuine people. We need more truth seekers and truth speakers. And in order for you to step into that role of preaching to the choir, you need to be vulnerable. And I understand that it may be scary, but you have to realize that none of these other people's opinions even fucking matter, because no one out here is going to pay your bill, pay your mom's bills. If you get up and you get sick and you get fucking cancer and you can't afford your health insurance, or you don't have any money saved up, nobody's going to come to save you. You have to get up and you have to save your motherfucking self. You got to prepare for a rainy day by taking actions that you may not be comfortable with at first, but eventually you will become comfortable. Eventually, you will understand and thank yourself for making those early, uncomfortable sacrifices when you're starting to see all the fruits of your labor down the road. So you have to remember that all of these people, and I say it all the time, all of these people in 100 years are going to be gone. Gone! Do you even know your great-grandma? Do you know how they thought? Do you know all of their boyfriends? Do you know if they went to the club or if they didn't go to the club? Do you know what they ate, what they drank? No, you don't. So why the fuck do you think what you do now is going to matter in the future? Why? Because it won't. So the not only does the mental noise not matter, but now we're going into the noise of people, literally, and the irrelevancy of these people even having a fucking opinion on what goes on in my motherfucking life, in your motherfucking life. Because at the end of the day, if you're doing bad, people are going to talk about you. And if you're doing good, people are still going to talk about you. So what you should be doing is you should be doing what the fuck you want to do. Whatever Drew wants to do is going to get done. Because I want to do that. And you're going to have something to say whether I'm winning or I'm losing. So who the fuck cares about what he says or she says? That has nothing to do with what the fuck Drew says. And when you're on this mission, when you're on this climb, you're going to see more and more people who never made it this far. You're going to see dead bodies as you continue to crawl up the mountain. There's one dead body, there's two dead bodies, there's a group of people right there in a fucking tent, and you keep climbing, and they never thought to go this far, they never wanted to make it this far, and it's just groups of people who are hating on you because you continue to climb up the mountain, because you continue to just go left, right, and fucking try. And they're going to look up at you and they're going to be like, damn, this dude's doing too much. Damn, you're not supposed to go that high up. Damn, he's doing better than me. I feel some type of way about that. You're going to have guys hating on you, saying, what the fuck is he doing? He's weird. He fell off. You know, he was cool before, now he's not cool anymore. Nobody's going to sit up here and listen to what this dude has to say for 30 minutes, 55 minutes. You know, is he even nice with it? I don't even think he's nice with it. When I knew him in high school, he was lame. When I knew him 3 or 4 years ago, he was lame. So why the fuck am I going to sit up here and listen to this guy? He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's not even rich as fuck yet. Who does he think he is telling me what to eat? Yeah, he has a great body, but fuck it. Anybody can go in the gym and work out. Working out is easy. That's not even how you bench. He doesn't even bench right. Benching is easy. What is Drew is doing too much? The gym is not hard. Why does he keep talking about the gym? Nobody gives a fuck. I can go do that whenever I want to do. I can go lose weight whenever I want to do it. Well, fucking do it then. Not only are men going to hate on you, but also women are going to hate on you. Women are going to hate on you just as much as the guys, because now you have this certain confidence. You have this certain care for yourself that you're no longer settling for anything less than what you feel like you deserve. Anything less than you feel like you earned. I get up. I care about what I eat. I care about the way I look. I care about my skin. No fucking acne on the face ever. I glow different. I look different. I work out different. And I fuck different. So why am I going to sit up here and settle for some mediocre girl? So now you already have the sixes and the unders hating on you because you won't even give them the time of day. Oh, he thinks he's all that. He thinks he's hard. He thinks he's fly now. He thinks he's attractive now. I've seen better. I've been around better. He broke as fuck. Right? But ain't nobody want those sixes anyways. Let's talk about the baddies. The baddies are even going to hate on you. Why are the baddies going to hate on you? Because you know your worth now. And I know how that sounds. That's thrown around so much, but you can't throw around that word unless you're actually worth something. So if you are sitting out here and you are hating on women, you are talking shit on women, you are feeling some type of way about a woman because they hurt you or they did this to you or they did that to you, but you're absolutely not doing anything about it, then you're just as bad, if not worse, as the people who you are talking shit about. This is for the ones that really work. This is for the ones that really grind. This is for the ones that really went through it. This is for the ones that really got it out the fucking mud. And despite everything, they continue to find a way to improve, to show up to the gym, to care about themselves. They continue to find a way to persevere. This is for those ones. If that is you, you have to understand that the baddies are going to fucking hate you. But you have to understand that the amount of women that you get that will be taken seriously is going to be slim. It is going to be slim. Because a lot of these baddies are just naturally attractive. A lot of these baddies have guys throwing themselves at them, throwing money at them, throwing cars and purses and a fancy lifestyle at them. But with you, she has to keep up. With you, you're not going to let her slack. She has to go to the gym. She has to pick up the groceries. She has to make me food. She has to be there for my daughter. She has to be there for my son. She has to do all these certain things, and I will not allow her to slack. And that's just a lot. Especially because she knows that you can get other females. Especially because she knows that if she fucks up, she can be replaced by tomorrow. That's a lot, and women don't like competition. That's just a lot to deal with for a girl. And a lot of women aren't really willing to put up with that. They want a man like you, but they're not willing to put in the day in and day out work to keep a man like you. And that's okay, because at the end of the day, if we're talking about women that you're going to be taking seriously, then that's okay, because you just kicked out all the women who are going to just hurt you financially, hurt you spiritually, hurt you deep down in the long run by cheating on you or doing something stupid or making dumb decisions or just being intellectually lackadaisical. And the only women that are going to be allowed for you to take seriously, and the only women that are going to make it through that narrow gate of your standards, are going to be the women that deserve to be there, are going to be the women that love you unconditionally, are going to be the wifey qualities in women. And that's what you want anyways. If we're talking about taking a girl seriously, these are the traits that you want in a woman, okay? You want feminine. Like Kevin Samuels always said, you want feminine, you want beautiful, and you want inspirational. These are the traits that you are going to get when you're on your shit, when you are on your purpose. When you are undeniable, these are the type of women that you are going to attract. So that's okay. I'm not saying you can't get no hoes. I'm not saying you can't have women in abundance. Who doesn't want women in abundance? Of course you can have women. I'm not telling you can't have that. What I'm telling you is to take seriously. You're filtering out the ones that you don't want automatically when you're on your way to success. And that's a good thing. There is nothing negative about being on your way to success, truly. They're just going to fall back because you demand so much more. And that's a positive thing. So you have to ignore the outside noise. You have to ignore the hate. You have to ignore the fact that most people aren't going to understand you because you're not average anymore. No, yeah, and you have to ignore the real life upfrontness. You have to ignore the real life fakeness. You have to ignore the fact that you're stacking right now, you're grinding right now, you're stacking your days, your pay, you're stacking your days, your money, everything, right? And then when you pull up to a family function, this guy pulls up in a Corvette. This guy pulls up in a brand new car. Diamond chain, looking fly, looking financially free. But you have to remember, you have to ignore these things. You have to ignore these. If he actually has it, then that's just a round of applause. But most of the time, these guys don't have it. That's a rented car. That's a rented lifestyle. His girlfriend is a renter because most men are just broke trying to keep up the appearance. And I only know this and I only understand because I used to do the same fucking thing. I used to do the same thing. I used to be that guy. So I can't sit up here and crucify or make someone feel ashamed for the way that they do things. That is not why I'm here. I'm just here to speak the truth to you. I'm here to tell you to block out these things, block out the noise. Because I'm telling you right now, if I had done things right from the start, if I had decided to go on a certain route and just stuck through it, and I wasn't me, let's say I wasn't me, right? But I knew me, but I wasn't me. Let's just put it that way. I knew somebody who was bouncing around between lifestyles, doing all this crazy, lavish shit, but I continued to keep going. I continued to keep shoveling. I continued to keep grinding. All the times that I fell off and bounced back, which ended up keeping me on the bottom, I would have shot through like a fucking rocket. Within maybe 6 months to a year, I would be in a totally different position. I would have been the truth. Instead of banging my head back and forth, I would have been the truth. Because authenticity is the real flex. No lies. No fraudness to you. Being genuine relieves the pressure. Because there's no more confronting. There's no more lies. And there's no more confusion. I had a boss, right? And this dude was so good at fucking lying. I'm not going to say his name, obviously. Because, you know, we moved past that. And we're going to grow and be a greater man than that dude ever was, and I could really only sit up here and wish the best for him. But that dude was like one of the best liars that I ever fucking met. Like, this dude was the fucking GOAT of lying, right? And everything about him was just a lie. Like, he just tried so hard to keep up the front that he was living in Newport and he had this car and he had this business going, and you know, he's able to pay the bills off and do all of these things. And I felt so bad for the people around him who didn't know the truth. I felt so bad for one of his closest employees. I felt bad for his wife, because none of these people really know who this guy is. I remember one time she walked into the shop, right? And then she's looking at all the cars, and then she noticed that one car is missing. It's the Rolls Royce Cullinan, right? And then she walks up to the empty parking lot space, and she's like, "Babe, when are we getting the Rolls Royce back? The shop is done, right? When are you going to get your car back? When are you going to get your car back?" And then I remember he said, "Oh, don't worry, the car will be out, sooner enough." Little did she know, like, this dude was cheating like crazy. All the cars there, literally none of them were in his name. They were all from other people. Well, all the things on the side. His house was rented previously to that. And now he's staying with this girl because he is financially unstable. And because he's been lying because he's financially unstable. So he has a fake relationship, fake business, fake friendships, fake business partners, fake cars, fake lifestyle, fake body, fake face. Everything about this dude was just a fraud. And you just sit there and you start to realize that not only are you backstabbing people by maintaining your lie, backstabbing people by lying about the amount of days that you rented your car out, lying about the mileage when you give the car back to the owners, taking the cars out because you don't have a car, and then lying to other people, telling people that this is your car, and the lying, it eventually catches up to you. This dude is getting people in trouble. This dude is beefing with the whole damn city. This dude is ducking and weaving and dodging every time he's in the car. Every time we're in the car, he would look and be like, "Oh, is that, what's his face?" and just duck and weave and hide. And he has random numbers to this day still calling me about him, telling about how he screwed them over. Good people too. He has a wife who doesn't even really understand the truth as to why this guy is even still with her. His last baby mama left him because she found out the truth about the guy that he really is. And it's like, how long can you keep up the lies? How long can you continue to just make shit happen compared to just owning where you're at, accepting where you're at, allowing the people to leave your life who weren't even meant to be there in the first place and don't truly love you once they understand that you're going through it and that you're going to take some time, take some years to really build and do something right, than to just keep up the lies. It's so much work. It's so stressful. It's so hard to keep up a fraud life. It's so difficult. It's so much easier to just relieve the burden and be who you truly are and just accept that and take the responsibility to take yourself to the next level of elevation. That's one of the greatest things that you can do. Look at where you're at, accept where you're at, take your L's like a man, and say, "I'm going to do things right for once in my life." And of course, even to this day, I've been cooped up in this room for so goddamn long. I've heard people talk shit about me. I have been cooped up in this goddamn room for so fucking long that I've heard the same group of people beef with each other, get friends with each other again, then talk shit about me, then say they're sorry to me, and then talk shit about me again, then beef with each other, then get back together, then forgive themselves, and then talk shit about me, and then forgive me again. Like, I've literally seen it all. It's like a repeated cycle, and I've been in this room the whole time just locked in, just focused, just not caring, figuring this shit out, putting the pieces together, reading, working out, learning, adding, doing whatever the fuck I gotta do to adding. That's fucking crazy. Doing whatever the fuck I gotta do to figure this out. Just tunnel vision. At this point, when I hear some new drama, I'm like, I don't even want to hear it. Don't tell me this. I don't give a fuck what they're saying about me anymore. I got shit to do. I got shit to focus on because I'm trying to change my situation in life so I don't get sucked up into that constant loop that they have going for themselves. It just never ending, repeated. And I've just been in this box. I've been in this room just trying to figure shit out for so fucking long that I just start to notice that time will go on. Time will continue to go on whether you're there or not. Things will continue to go on whether you're there or not. They're going to talk whether you're there or not. I hear whispers about me all the time. Well, I'm in a room becoming undeniable. And when my time finally comes, I'm not going to get sucked back into that circle. I'm finally going to be able to expand and go see new places and meet new people and do new things, because I decided to just stop the cycle and just go reinvent my own wheel. To go just fuck it, break the wheel. I don't give a fuck about the wheel anymore. I don't give a fuck about the system anymore. I'm trying to develop my own thing. I'm trying to plant my own root, my own tree, with my own leaves and my own family. I don't give a fuck about the noise anymore. I don't care about the OC fair. I don't care about all that other little shit that's going on. I don't give a fuck. Not only have I been there, done that, but I'm tired of being in the same position over and over and dealing with the same stupid people and the same stupid decisions in the same stupid area for over and over and over and over and over again. I want change in my life. I want something different. I seen what I wanted and I had it taken away from me. So now I have to go and get it back for myself, or I will die trying. I will not accept the position that the world put me in. I just know I'm called for something more. And I have to trust in God and get in the driver's seat and let God take me to where I need to be through the hard work and winning the tiny daily battles. So I have to keep my head down. Of course, I'm seeing the Instagram stories. Of course, through my fucking window, I'm sitting there while I'm working. I can see life go on. I can see the days go by. I can see the beautiful weather outside. But I have to make sacrifices right now because I'm stacking, because I'm working, because I'm grinding. Because I'm on this every single day content grind, every single day YouTube grind, I cannot stop to smell the roses right now. Because when I step out of this room and I finally go into the world, I'm going to be in a totally different position. I have goals I want to do. I want to get my LLC. I want to add clients to the roster. I want to change lives. The same way I'm going to change mine, I want to implement that, and I want to see people do it for themselves over and over and over and over again, so I can sit there and be like, damn, I'm fucking good. Not only did I kill it and I do it for me, but now I make other people do it. That's how good I am. I repeated the process and it works every single time. Fuck the Instagram, look at my diamond chains. Fuck the Instagram, look at the bottle I have coming. Fuck taking a picture of the bottle girls. Fuck that shit. Fuck the Instagram, the fake lifestyle, the cars. Everybody nowadays, you want to know what people are doing nowadays? They're buying pictures of nice shit and then they're faking the lifestyle on their Instagram. Well, I don't know if it's to gain clients. I don't know what it is, but I really did that shit. And I'm here to tell you right now that you don't fucking need to do that. Start from the ground up and build. Show everybody that you are truly who you say you are. Prove to yourself that you are truly who you say you are. Fuck Instagram. Fuck social media. Prove to yourself that you are who you say you are. Say you're that guy, then go and do it on camera so everybody can see you fucking do it. That's how confident you have to be in yourself. That's how strong you have to be in who you are. That's how much you have to believe in your last name. And you better die. I'm going to die trying. Because I said I was going to do it. So I have to do it. If I sit here and I get attached to Twitter and I see some news, it bugs me so much that it throws me off my pivot for work, then who's going to sit here and get the work done today? But me. Because if I go on Instagram right now and I listen to a course guru or I listen to somebody else who seems like they're living a dope life, and I just cancel everything that I'm doing right now, and it's like, fuck it, let's go be a DJ. This dude make $500K a month being a DJ. He gets to travel the world and do performances and this and that, and he gets all the bitches and he gets the whole lifestyle, and I go be a DJ. Or I go be a true fitness influencer, right? Because they said that they're making all this money and they have no brand sponsorships, no anything. And I go and I start making high quality, high definition fitness influencers, and I restart and I start hitting up all these influencers for a collab. Or what I could do is I can go start trading crypto, start day trading stuff, and I could just keep going back and forth and never commit to anything. So fuck Instagram. If I go on Hinge and I go and I get the bitch pregnant, now what? Who the fuck is gonna help me? I can't do that right now. I'm stacking right now. I'm winning right now. I'm getting my feet planted right now in the ground. I'm getting my base ready. I'm stacking my days. I'm stacking my money. I'm locked in. I'm ignoring the outside noise. It's me and it's a light at the end of the tunnel. And you're going to have to kill me before I reach that. Because nothing will distract me. Nothing will stop me from getting to where I need to get to. Stacking my money. Stacking my hunger. And doing the daily work every single day. Without remorse. Without regret. Just attacking and killing it. You guys have to ignore the noise. Doubt will always whisper. People will always talk. And social media will always fake flex in your face. Social media will always show the highlights of somebody's life. The only truth is the work that you put in. The only truth is the money that you stack up, because this is physical. These are real results. These are real conclusions to the work that you've been putting in. Being the truth in reality is so rare these days, and that's why I like the gym. That's why I love the gym, right? Because the gym is the truth. It's either I get under this bar and I can lift it, or I can't. That is the truth. No, you can't sit there and lie to your friend and say, oh, I can hit 225 oh, I can hit 225. That shit's easy. And then when you get under the bar, you have to prove yourself. Be the truth in real life. Genuinely get under the bar and be able to hit that before you say it, before you flex it, before you show it. You have to know that you can do it because you put in the work to hit it and you've seen yourself hit it before. You have to be able to block out the noise of other people when they talk, because now I can literally get under a bar and I can actually press it off my chest. You have to be able to not only post the 2 plates sitting on the bar on your Instagram story, but you also have to get under that and post the reps too. If you can do it, it's either you can do it or you can't. That's why the gym is so perfect, because it's true, because it's the only place in the world where you can do it or you can't, where the truth comes out. The truth comes out in the gym. There is no trendy audio. There is not enough Dubai chocolate in the world. There is not enough moissanite diamonds that you could bring to the gym that is going to help you get that weight up. So when you're ready to cut through the noise, finally build the discipline, finally build the bank account, finally build the body that you want, this is where I come into play. I'll show you how to stack it all authentically, permanently, without wasting another second. Because life is too short. So I have the link in the bio down below. Follow all my social medias. And let's get to work. WVYDDREW, I'm out.